Hello guys, well, it's been a while since you've heard from me. I've not been very well, to be honest. Nothing major, but just not great, not on my best. So if I start hacking and coughing my way through this video, there we go. That's why you haven't heard from me for a while. It's just because I've just been a little bit under the weather. But here we are. I'm coming back. I'm coming back. Stronger and better than before, with more chins too. I hope you've all been enjoying your football. I know I have, except for maybe the international break. That's another reason why I've not been around, because the international game, it frustrates me a bit at the moment. I don't mind the tournaments as much, but I don't like all the nonsense surrounding the English team at the moment. You know, we're doing okay. We have got a good young team out there, but I just don't think Gareth is going to have the balls to pick that team in a tournament. So I think you'll find what you'll see is the same old. You know, the people that played in the tournament in the World Cup that did well, got to the semi-final. Somehow managed to get Harry Kane an MBE for services to sport. I wasn't going to open with this, but I've brought it up, so let's get it over and done with. Let's get it out there. Services to sport, not for me. This is not a dig at Harry Kane as such. It's more of a dig of the situation that he finds himself in. But he could have deferred that. There were still people from the 6-6 winning team that didn't get honoured, and he gets it for leading us to the semi-finals of a World Cup. Well, he didn't lead us there, to be fair. Yes, he was the captain on the pitch, but if anyone led us there, it would have been Gareth Southgate, surely, as captain, as manager. I know Gareth got his award. I just think Harry should have had the tenacity. Is it tenacity is the right word? Probably not. Like Gary, he should have had the nous, the whereabouts, up here to say, do you know what? Let's wait till after I finish my career and then see if I've had services to sport. Again, it took Beckham a lot longer than Kane did to get his award from the Queen, or whichever royal it was. I believe it was Prince Charles that did Harry's. But you know, you're talking to a man there. I'm talking about integrity and honour. You're talking about a man that cheated or cheats regularly, lied about a goal that he didn't score, yet claimed he did. Claimed it against his child's life, if you want to be petty. And also has signed up to be the front face of a razor company and has got a full beard on. So, you know, he's not worried about honour, integrity and all that sort of stuff. Anyways, Harry. So, it's just, man, come on. An award at this stage of his career. I know he's desperate to get any kind of award, but that's pushing it. They've got the £1 billion Stadium Award, surely. That's coming up. Anyway, that's enough. This is not supposed to be an anti-Spurs. This is supposed to be a catch-up. Following on from Arsenal, you know, since last we spoke, we've had two Europa League ties. We lost out in Rennes, 3-1. If I'm honest, before the game, before the second leg, I thought it would be one of those heroic Arsenal win 2-0, but go out, you know, that sort of I don't know, because we would have gone through. But do you know what I mean? It would have been one of those ones where we didn't just quite make it in Europe. But we did. Second leg, we did the business. We won at the Emirates comfortably enough. Their main man was Hatem Ben Arfa. He wasn't at his best, so that helped us. And it's not much great more that you can say about that, is there? You know, the games were fairly poor. Both. I mean, the away game, the pitch wasn't great, if I remember rightly. The home game, it was another non-event of a game. I don't like the Europa League I don't like the fact that the coefficient thing dictates when and where you play. It's annoying for me as, you know, yes, Chelsea have won the European Cups. So obviously, they do deserve what they, you know, the highest standing. But we've also we've got a better overall pedigree in Europe. Although I think they've won the UEFA Cup, I think, or did they win the Cup Winners' Cup? And we've only won, you know, we've only won the Fairs Cup and won the European Cup Winners' Cup. I've been to 2 finals after that, the Cup Winners' Cup the year after, and of course the Champions League in 2007 when we lost with a makeshift defence and Lehmann getting sent off. But then we had the result against Man United, which was a good result. You know, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer now confirmed as the full-time Man United manager. And there's no way they couldn't have done anything else there. Man United, you know, he's come in, he's got the players playing properly, he's got a proper backroom staff behind him right from the start, right from the minute Ferguson left. Moyes came in and he got rid of Mike Phelan and everyone there. That was the minute it went wrong. Right, Ollie's come in and he's brought Man United men in with him, and suddenly the club has changed and transformed. Quelle surprise! And I think it's the right choice. I think it's the right choice. The fans are on side. You know, in terms of, if you're looking at it as a board decision, the fans are on side. That's going to help you. The players are on side, right? They've been moaning and groaning about Mourinho and all these sorts of people and whatnot. So they've got Ole Gunnar Solskjaer in. He's got them doing what they want to do. Next season, if it starts going wrong, and the board can turn around and say, "Well, you picked him. We put him there as a interim coach. You wanted him, yeah. You got him. So we're going to back the manager over you now. You know, this is where it all comes back to you. That's what they should be doing if these things happen. But I don't think they will. You know, I think Ollie's got enough about him, and like I say, the backroom staff to help him have a decent season. Look, at the end of the day, everyone's going to be chasing Man City again because, let's face it, Man City are going to walk away with the league towards the end of this season now. Liverpool won't be able to keep up. Spurs will fall away. It's just going to get to the point where it's almost getting a bit like Scottish football anyway now. I've said before, you know, if Pep wants to impress me, take charge of Newcastle, take charge of Brighton, Bournemouth, you know, these sort of teams. Christ, even Arsenal, really. Do you know, see if we can do it. Sorry, excuse me. But that's the sort of thing I'm talking about. Arsenal haven't got the money there to back them up anymore. You know, that's why all those years of singing "Spend Some Money" at Arsene Wenger, and then Ivan Gazidis coming out saying he's got the money to spend, he just won't spend it. And now Unai's come in, and this transfer window was talked about already. You know, we're in April almost now already, and we're still talking about it. The fact that he could only get one player in a loan who won't even flip play because he said there's no money there. So it must have been always down to the Gazidis and the Kroenke. So anyway, Man City are gonna run away with it because even like I say, even Liverpool have done brilliantly to keep it this competitive this long, but they're gonna fall away. They're gonna fall away. So my top 4 is gonna be Man City win it, Liverpool second, Arsenal third, Man United fourth. I genuinely think they're the top 4. Chelsea 6th, Spurs 5th. That's where it's gonna finish. So I think, you know, Ollie's going to come. He's going to. That's perfect for them. If he's got them into the top 4 after where they were when he came in, decent cup run. You know, they were never going to be putting the FA Cup on high on their priorities, and they've had the European Cup exploits against PSG. It's done enough to convince them. Crack on. Have a full. Pre and post season, and see where we go from there, mate. You've earned it. Fair play to you. And like I said, there's nothing they could do. There's no way they could turn. What are they going to do? Get rid of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and bring in Poch. Poch isn't going to go from his first season at the new stadium, and maybe his star isn't quite as high outside of the press as the press would have you believe. Because Madrid needed a new manager, they brought Zidane back. They didn't really make a big effort to get to Poch, did they? Can we just say as well, sorry, just going back a bit, when I said about the new stadium, can we just talk about this guy? It's wonderful. If you haven't seen it, have a look. Oh, that guy must have got rinsed at work, man. I got emotional the last time I knew I was leaving Highbury. I got not emotional as such, but I was taken aback when I first went to the Emirates. I didn't do this. It's beautiful. It's bricks and mortar, mate. He must have done his low when he went into Wicks and he sees all them bricks and all that plywood and that there. I bet his missus can't get him out of there. Come on, Derek, we got to get out. Oh, but look at the trolleys. They're amazing. I mean, God, mate, it's all over Twitter, Facebook. If you haven't seen it, honestly, check it out. It's a fantastic video. Someone's put one up with, they've edited it in with Windsor Davies on there as well, which makes it a little bit funny if you like a little bit of 70s racism. But anyway, I just wanted to sidetrack from that. It's a wonderful video to get out there and have a little look at. So that's it really. I can't really say a lot because I've been out of action for a little while, so I've been out, a little bit under the weather, a bit whatnots, and so it's a bit silly to go back over old stuff now. This was just to say hello again and have a little chat about everything that's gone on that I can think of that's worthwhile talking about at this late stage. Man City have just beaten who they beat today 2-0, Fulham 2-0 today easily. Liverpool Spurs tomorrow. I think that'll be a draw, which I think will tie. I think it ties them. Yeah, Man City and Liverpool will be tied at the top of the table then. So then it gets interesting. But as I say, I can't see Liverpool closing that gap. And if they draw with Spurs, I think that is it. The title is the race is well and truly over, just because Man City's goal difference and all that sort of malarkey. You know, they've only got to match each other's results for the rest of the season, and Man City will be champions. And if they do draw, it brings Tottenham back down. You know, we had the North London derby. I think I did a video for that. Yes, I did. You know, so that's. They're getting squeaky bum time now. I've been saying for ages that I thought they'd fall away, and it never looked like it did until they brought Harry back. And then it seems to have disrupted the team a little bit. But this is not an Arsenal versus Spurs thing. I genuinely think they're starting to lose it at really is the wrong point now. This is not about bottlers or whatever. I just think that maybe their luck's running out. Their first game in a new season, in a new stadium. New stadium will be, I think it's the European game. I don't think it's the league game. It's the first game. I mean, it'll be their third home stadium this season. They've had Wembley, they had Milton Keynes, and now they're going back into this one. So, I mean, make of that what you will. If any other team did that, I don't think the FA would be as obliging as they are with Harry Kane's Tottenham, because that's what it is really, isn't it? To be fair, it's keeping St Harry happy, but it is making the race for the top four more interesting. Chelsea are, as Danny Baker would say, the exploding clown car of British football. Just when you think they're getting up there and getting close again, they come fall apart. The doors come off, the wheels fall down. You know, it must be infuriating to watch as a Chelsea supporter, because as an Arsenal supporters, we've known where we've been for such a long time, and that was pretty much going to happen. That's why, for me, I didn't really want Arsene Wenger to go, but I was happy to see a new person come in, just to have a difference when it came to setting up against different teams. You know, the Man United, the Liverpool's and that lot. You know, we've done well at home against these teams this year. It's a way that we haven't done it again. But, you know, maybe that's a hallmark of the club at the moment. But things are changing at the Arsenal. Whereas with Chelsea, they're all over the place. But then, do they do that? Do they expect that as well sometimes? You know, when you stumble from Jose Mourinho to Avram Grant to Carlo Ancelotti back to Jose Mourinho and, you know, Antonio Conte and now Sarri, all untested, all untried. and never given a chance to build or be backed or whatever. I still go back to the Ancelotti. I think that was one of the most bizarre sackings in their ridiculously long history of 12 years. Anyway, I'm not going to talk about them. I'm not going to too much more because my voice is going. It's been 15 minutes. I think that's long enough for me for a while. There's not really a great deal to say. Enjoy the football tomorrow. Like I say, it's Liverpool Spurs. And then we've got Arsenal, Newcastle. Sort of a second team of mine now, Newcastle. I used to have an old Newcastle top anyway, but I haven't been up to St James's Park. I tell you what, the £1 billion stadium is going to have a lot to do to live up to the atmosphere there. That was rocking, that place. So I've got a little bit of a soft spot for Newcastle, and I won't have on Monday though. Big 3 points needed with Man United winning today. Chelsea playing tomorrow. That's Sunday. Who knows? Let's. What do they play today? Do you know, I've not been across the football results. I'm in that spaced out. See what I mean? I only know bits and pieces. But anyway, the football is back. The proper football is back. International's done. Premier League go. No break now for the next 6 weeks. It's all about the Premier League. So I will see you midweek after the Newcastle game and to give you my thoughts and feelings on that. Cheers for sticking with me. Cheers for coming back and watching the video again. Have a good evening, and I'll see you next week.